it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Go home. See your beautiful bride. Yes, exactly. Hey, everybody. Just gonna start the other stream. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 2025 Fling-It at the Potomac Curling Club. This is a internal Monspiel for people with 3 years or less of experience on the ice. I'm Mindy. I will be helping out doing the webcast today. We do have 2 separate streams. One is the A and D events will be on a separate stream, and the B and C events will be on our main stream. I will be watching the chats. Oh, somebody just fell, but they're fine. But I will be watching the chat over on B and C. So if anything is going on with A or D that you'd like me to change or be aware of, please comment over on B and C. Our players this time are on sheet A, the Carol Don't Burn It's versus Dark Side of the Sweep. On sheet B, the Flingstones 2.0 versus West Virginia Tech Volunteers. On sheet C, Happy Accident versus The End Is Near. And on sheet D, Three Goats and a Kid versus the Rock Wranglers. I will be looking at the stones and getting those changed over if I need to. Rock Wranglers looks like they're right sheet C. All right, looks like Happy Accident is yellow there. Over on sheet B, the Flingstones 2.0 are yellow. And over on sheet A, Carol Don't Burn It's are yellow again. All right, everybody is set. And the first stones are off on the second draw of Fling-It. On our featured sheet for B, the West Virginia Tech Volunteers, it's Robert, Mike, Daniel, and Errol. Mike is currently the skip in the house. Danielle and Robert are walking stone down the ice. Robert is sleeping behind it. And Errol through that stone. And they are versus the Flingstones 2.0. Skipping is Tiash. Vicing is Elvis. Then we have Chris and Sarah making up the front end. Sarah is in the hack right now, and she is about to throw her first stone. Sorry about that for the A and D. I did not hit the correct button, and it was staying on the title card for longer than I had intended. Oops. There we go. Sorry, I just needed to reorient the cameras for sheets B and C. Now they're correct. Danielle and Robert sweeping. Nice little off-center guard, staggered with that yellow. Makes a very nice patch of land in the back there for hiding stones behind, and Tatyana's going to take advantage of that. And have Chris throw that back there. This is a timed game. Teams are given a certain amount of time to be able to complete 6 ends. When the teams can all see the timer, unfortunately we don't have that wired into our system yet, so you can't quite see the timer. But when it gets to be 10 minutes left, they are going to be alerted. They only have 10 minutes left when the screen facing them turns yellow. And then when it turns red and they are out of time, they must finish the end that they are on, and that will be the end of the game. So they are able to strategize their ends appropriately. Mike asking for draw to the T line just inside of the yellow one that the Flingstones had thrown. Here comes Danielle with hers. Okay, 30% here and far. So you'll see sheet B now, and then sheet C, both of the houses from the guard position. Yep, they have to sweep. Mike getting in there to help sweep that rock back. Not quite as deep as they wanted it to be. Tatyana would like to draw right in around behind it, maybe staggered. Sorry about that. I couldn't get my cameras to turn. I'll be able to get it next time. I fixed the problem. Nice little scrub back by Mike. Yellow is sitting 3. Yeah, and Mike asking for a draw right into the button. He's going to sit right there, basically in that catcher's mitt of guard or of shots behind the T line. Danielle coming with her second shot. Looks like it's a little heavy. Nobody's sweeping yet, and it's certainly not curling like they hoped it would. And it looks like it's going to go right through the house. Tatyana sweeping it, making sure it goes right through the house. And Tatyana asking to be right at in the top of the 4 foot, right about at the 4 o'clock position, maybe 4:30 position. Giving a lot of ice for this draw. The ice has been a little finicky in its curling. It's either running really, really straight or you're getting about 5 feet of curl on it. It really depends on how much handle you're giving it and how much speed you're giving it. I would call the sweepers on now to sweep it. And it's going to just have over curled. It's just going to sit right on that red rock. Little bump, little bit of space. I don't hate that position. It's a pretty good guard for the draw path, although Mike could get around that to sit on the right-hand side of the 4 foot. And that's what he's asking for. Here comes Robert with his first Vices stone. Sweepers on it hard. Really want to carve it over. They're going to bounce that yellow back a little bit and get it just behind the red. If I'm Tiash, I would like to see. I might want it more in the 12-foot. I'm already sitting 4. 5 would be great, but yeah, this saying I would rather maybe throw a guard. Yep, she's decided that she would like to throw a guard for that, which I like very much. Elvis with his last Vice's stone. Chris sweeping for curl. Yep, on it for distance. I'm fine with it as a 3 guard. Seem to want to. Yep, that's 3 guard. I would like it maybe a little bit more to the right, but I don't think it's bad. Mike looking at an idea of perhaps pushing one of their red stones back into the left. Control hit. Wait. No. They need to stop. No. That's the wrong stone. That's the wrong stone. Jamie, they're throwing the wrong stone. B. They got confused. But that happens. That happens a lot. They can get confused. They just took out their own rocks. And they're just about to figure out that they threw the wrong rock. And they'll throw the red down. And so now it'll be fine. Like I said, that happens. That's certainly not the first time that that's ever happened. And not even the first time this year. All right, Elvis holding the broom for Tiash. Tiash going to throw her first skip stone. Everybody having a good laugh about the fact that West Virginia was, I believe, yellow the last game and got very used to throwing yellow stones. All right, Tiash getting all set up. She comes into the sweep. Sweepers on it. Got to hold it for line. And distance. It's very, very, very light. Elvis coming out to help as well. They got to sweep. It might hog. I don't know if it's got enough power. Yep. And it just barely hogged. But that's okay. Sometimes that just happens. All right, yeah. And they're going to do a little draw. Maybe tap back their red through that port, which I love. There's tons of backing there. And that is about where the broom is placed. That's about a hack weight shot. Maybe back 8 weight. Mike cleaning a stone. Yep, sweeper's on it for curl. It's got to curl over. Oh, they ended up tapping back a yellow, which is really unfortunate. But no harm, no foul. They tap that one back. The yellow's completely exposed now. They could. There's opportunities there. It looks like, so Elvis and Tiash are having a conversation about, looks like they want to guard that rock. Maybe putting a red one or another yellow one in the 12-foot would be good. They looking like they may want to guard that red rock because the attempt was right there for them to go and try and tap it back the first time, and it looks like, yeah, they want to try and do a nice high center line guard. Going to come at it from the right, which I might want to come to it from the left, given the positions of the rocks. But they have thrown on this line quite a bit, and so they're going to, I feel like she's more confident about being able to predict what her rock is going to do. All right, here comes Tiash with her last skip stone. Calling Chris on to sweep. Here he comes. It's going to be a little wide. They tap back the red a little bit, which it doesn't go in the house, so no harm, no foul there. But that port is still open to tap back the red. So I think they're looking at perhaps an in-off on the yellow and saving that center port for his last shot, maybe. Oh, this is hammer, so he is going to need to do. This is it. He's either going to need to do the in-off, or he's going to need to tap that back to make sure that yellow does not score 4 in this first end. Yeah, looks like he's calling for a control weight hit, and he's going to just hit the very inside of that yellow rock and bounce it into, hopefully, to the button. I played against Mike last week, and he made the shot on me, which made my life very difficult for a couple of ends. All right, his hammer is away. Sweepers, oh, just getting on it now. It's not nearly as thin as they want. And it looks like it is 3 yellow. Gonna go to all houses.
I'll join in here. It's Ken
Hey.
here.
How you
Mindy.
doing?
How are you since I last saw you?
20 minutes ago? Dandy. I've actually eaten something, so I feel pretty good. Over on sheet C, it looks like this is a hammer coming in. Dan from the end is near, holding his broom in a position for a, looks like a takeout.
So over on sheet A, there was 1 yellow.
Oh, good. Okay, thank you.
And on sheet D, we had 4 red.
1 yellow on sheet A, and on sheet D, 4 red.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right. Here comes the hammer on sheet C.
Oh.
Oh, no. Well, 1 yellow, which isn't a terrible way to start off.
No, didn't do any damage. It's basically like you didn't have hammer.
And, yep, and you get hammer.
Mm-hmm.
when talking to Eric Clausen and learning how to skip from him, he always said you got to think about what is your optimal outcome, which is scoring 2. If you have hammer, scoring 2. What can you live with, just scoring 1 or giving up 1, and what is the absolute unacceptable outcome? That's giving up more than 1. So you just got to think about what can you live with and what can't you live with. And giving up 1, not the end of the world. Nice center guard by the West Virginia Tech Volunteers.
We're playing 6-end games here today, which means you have less, that giving up multiples is definitely, in a normal game, you don't want to give up multiples. In a 6-end game, you really, really, really don't want to give up multiples because it's a lot less chance to claw your way back.
Yeah, absolutely. Tiash yelling for her sweepers to push it hard. And beautifully done. It's going to end up right behind that guard, really protected. All right. Mike wondering if he should mess with it yet or if he... The 5-guard free zone still in effect. So draw in. That's what he's decided to do. So, yep, playing with 5-guard and then playing with the no-tick rule, which is a new WCF rule this season. Started at the beginning of our season in the fall of 2024. Sweepers on this rock hard. It looks like it really needs it. I don't think it's going to make it into the house. I think it's going to be a very nice center guard, though.
On one hand, you don't want to be another guard in front of the yellows. On the other hand, it does. There's still plenty of room to draw into the button behind those guards. So
oh yeah, definitely.
They could help you. They could hurt you.
Oh, 3. All right, Tiash looking for a draw behind. From Chris, her second.
Tiash. Oh, there she is.
Did it just not engage?
Yeah, then I wiggled the mute button.
Someone had the Bellefontaine override set to yes.
Ding.
So how are we looking over on sheet B?
We're looking good. Tiash is starting out strong.
Good.
Making some really smart decisions and, against a skip that has some, good experience.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like where she put that rock. So it's guarding up the draw path, and the double would be difficult. Yep. So it's got Mike thinking about clearing those guards.
That's right. So peel those guards.
When in doubt. I think Tiash definitely thinking 2 or 3 rocks ahead here.
Yeah, Mike asking for a normal speed rock from Danielle, who
can deliver that.
Can absolutely deliver that and did.
With accuracy. Oh, I like this a lot. If it moves.
She's shaking her head. She doesn't like it.
No, she set it out just a bit. But I think getting rid of 1 is not a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing.
And especially if it pops out that...
popped out that yellow very nicely.
Yep, that's 2 now powerful reds.
And it leaves the yellow one exposed, so...
Yep.
Yeah, if I'm... Tiash wants to put that... I would put a guard right biting the 12-foot.
Is that open up the double, though? Guard is fine?
I mean, I would want it to be like a 3-guard.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of really junk up the center for them.
Yeah, especially when you're 1-2.
Yeah, I don't want them to have any draw paths.
No. Nice rock by Chris.
What I really don't want is for it to be deep.
Yeah. Though if it chips that yellow back under the guard, I don't know if I'd hate that.
No, I mean, I would love the guard. I'd love that my shot rock to be a little more covered.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a lot deeper than I want it to be.
That's that double.
But the freeze works too.
Freeze? Oh. Oh.
Oh my gosh, you can't do it much better than that.
Good sweep call.
Yep. And what is there, like half an inch maybe at most between them?
Yeah, here's the overhead.
Yep.
I mean, you can
That's
barely fit, I think, a couple sheets of paper.
great.
Yeah, normal speed, gonna take him out.
Blow it up, and if you can nose it well enough, you sort of set yourself up to just chip it out with contact.
Yeah.
Don't know if you can
Well,
get
and again,
back.
Danielle, excellent at hit weight shots.
And this looks good. If it hangs out the same way, even let it bend a bit. Yeah.
It's been
Real nice. Real nice, Danielle.
Didn't she just win like the Childs or the A? She like won a tournament with
Did
her.
she?
Yeah, yeah.
Who was
Yeah.
she playing with?
Oh my God, I have to really think
yeah,
back.
it was a child. Well, it wasn't Potomac. I think she was.
It was a different team. It was
Yeah.
like Rochester or something
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
What was it?
I know.
So maybe the Jersey Pinelands team, but it
Yeah.
was the Childs, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they
so
won the Childs. Sweepers saying it's heavy.
If they can squeak that around, oh, very.
Oh my gosh, but it's too heavy.
too
It's not
heavy.
going to stick around.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Because
That's,
Mike is a very good sweeper.
is that a Kevin biter?
yeah,
It
that's a
is.
biter.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't have come much closer to that.
No, that they touched it, and I think they might have moved it a tiny bit, but
Yeah.
a millimeter.
Well, that really dug under, too.
Yeah, I like this call for him, though. Like, sort of draw in. You've got some really, really good guards up
Yeah.
there.
And if you can own the 8 foot here,
Yeah.
let alone the 4, you're pretty happy.
You can hear him say, "Where are we?"
I was just going to comment that conversation between the skip and their sweepers. This one's a little heavy as well, I think. Oh, that'll do, though. No.
Yeah, that line's fast.
So
It is-
this line definitely, even on Thursday, was if it hits the hog line with any weight, it just doesn't stop.
Yeah, now that we've had
Yeah.
the previous game,
Yeah.
we had some that kind of were coasting through on that line too.
Yeah.
And Tiash setting up for a draw for Elvis on his last Vices stone.
Ooh, a little tight.
Yeah, way tight. Look at that.
Oh my
We're
gosh,
even.
look at it go over. It is on the move.
Yeah, will it even get past the hog line? I don't think so.
I think he must
yeah,
have
they'll
tweaked
get it
it
past the hog
as it came out of his hand. I think he maybe gave it an extra little push.
All right.
Well,
Well,
that helps that side anyway.
takes
so
out a bit of a draw path. Not the one they were using.
Yeah. I mean, that does actually protect the 2 yellow stones in the
Yeah.
back of the house
Yeah.
that are those stealth
Hmm.
pointers.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Mike going to ask for Robert to do this draw.
Feels like whoever hits the 4 foot first is going to be quite happy.
I like the weight on this,
Yeah. This
but
one's
I'm
a lot
afraid
lighter.
that it's just not going to slow
No, this is going to
down
cut.
enough.
This one's coming in really nice.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, see, perfect. But it is behind the tee line, and Tiash can absolutely follow that line down now and
Yeah.
sit right on it.
But I think if you're Mike, out counting 3 yellows probably feels pretty good right now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if I'm Mike, I'm really, really pleased with that draw, and then I'm crossing my fingers that Tiash can't follow me.
Yep. And the fist bump as Robert comes back. Sorry, we had a fall. He's up.
He's he's up. He's coming off the ice to sort of collect himself.
Yep.
No head hit the ice, just
Yeah.
his knees, which is, sore enough.
Yeah.
And that's kind of one of the things about playing in a shed that is slightly uninsulated, and it's 80 degrees outside.
Yeah.
The ice tends to get a little greasy.
Yep. It's the time of year when we want us to keep curling, but people start going down.
So Tiosh with her draw attempt here. See if she can land on the red.
This looks good if it
Yeah.
moves.
Wait's okay.
Sara's pushing. Feels a little up, but I don't think that's going to matter if it gets over on that red. And oh, real nice.
So pretty.
Real nice.
Perfect.
Tiosh finds the line.
Man,
The red still is sitting second, which still helps out count. So
she's earning all of that beer she just had.
Big smiles from Tiosh and Elvis coming out. And we're playing the run back.
I like it.
get that double.
Shenanigans.
So is there any significance to the fact that it's 21 and 6 on their jerseys? They're going with some numerology to help them in this spiel?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Add 2 and 3. Divide by a square root.
We have some deep occult curling wisdom being dropped on us. It sounds like math, though.
Oh, need to mic up Kevin there.
Went right over my head. So, this shot, if he makes it, still just sitting 1.
All right, calling normal weight shot to run this back
Yeah.
as deep as they needed to go.
Yeah, and it's very much there.
There they go.
It's coming back.
Oh, I don't like the angle. Oh my gosh.
And this is why we watch U5s, because shenanigans happen.
Yeah.
That's right. Shenanigans.
Or just curling in general.
I just realized we were showing the wrong house on sheet D.
Oh, are we?
I think it just didn't switch somewhere. Let's go down to the bottom
Okay.
and just do the. Oh yeah, it's got that odd near on there for some reason. There
Oh,
we go.
weird. Okay. Sorry. Thanks, Ken.
Don't know what happened there.
I
Anyway,
don't know what happened there either.
but speaking of sheet D, this is the last
So
red
you
rock
just-
coming in.
Would you
Oh.
ever throw like a 2-guard here? Just
For
take away that
Tiosh?
run? Yeah.
I mean, I want a center guard for sure.
Yeah.
And I would love it to be 2. I'd like it to be super high.
Yeah. Because the open hit is there. And the run back is there. Yeah. Yeah.
First skipstone over on sheet C coming down for a happy accident. I think the end is near is currently sitting 1.
Ooh, that's a little heavy.
And they crash and push the end is near back. And here comes Tiosh's last stone of the second end.
If this curls the way it has been,
There it goes.
yeah,
Sweeper's on.
yeah. Sara trying
Getting
hard
it
to
to
push.
Yep, push
And
it
a
over.
little rub on that red if they can get the angle.
Nah,
Not quite,
2 nose.
Not quite. So that back yellow rock is really doing a lot of work for yellow right now.
Yeah, it is. So, I mean, you could run it back.
Yeah, straight run back for 2 is not a bad place to be. And this is Skip's, this is Hammerstone, right? Yeah.
But this is hammer, yeah.
So on sheet D, that was red hammer, or yellow had hammer, but
Looks like red scored a bundle.
Five.
5 or 6?
5, yeah,
Five.
looks like 5.
All right, well, I'll put down 5 for red right now, and then we will see what they hang.
Is there any way you get 3 out of this as red?
For red, sure. You can pray.
Invoke the dark gods, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's some fried chicken here we can sacrifice.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, if you double out the yellows just right.
Yeah.
You can, you could get it to
can,
stay.
Can you keep the shooter? I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think your last name
Or no,
needs
it's
to
more
be.
like your shooter has to go
Botcher.
straight back, bounce off one red, and hit the other one. Yeah.
I think I'm going to content myself
Yeah,
with
you
2.
could like zip in Donk.
Yep,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
You could do easy.
You need the telestrator there,
I
Monday.
do need the telestrator. I would need to pull it up.
I think Mike is going for that
He better.
that circus shot.
He better.
I mean, if you're going to go for it,
I mean, this is what Fling-It is all about.
Oh, yeah.
Is trying these ridiculous shots.
Nobody remembers the conservative deuce you got.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
yeah. That line has been running like that.
Oh, no.
No shenanigans. Oh, I would have gone
Oh.
for it, even knowing that.
So still
Well,
one yellow.
one
here,
yellow.
CP.
All right. And sheet C, they are working on yellow's last stone.
And on sheet A, there was a steal of 3 yellow.
Mm.
Oh, was there
So
really?
a very steely end for everybody.
Theft everywhere.
End to 2 is called Dan.
Well,
C4, it looks like, yeah, 5. So on sheet D, 3 goats and a kid, 9-0 now. It was 5. Yes, it's just 3 goats. The kid, the kid is at home
And missing a good time.
and missing a good time. She's probably really irritated knowing her.
I wonder if she's watching.
Well, if you are Sahana, we all miss you.
You watching? Team Happy Accident. Somebody's cheering for Team Happy Accident. Oh my God. I'll switch to BC all for a minute.
And that Tiosh saying keep it on the center line. Yeah, nice draw.
I like the draw happening over on sheet C right now.
Oh, what a nice little
What a
draw.
Beautiful draw,
Tanner.
Happy Accident.
So
Look,
I
and
like
he's
the shoulder
yeah.
shrug of like, hey, that worked.
Yeah, right. We planned that. That was good. That was
Plan
fine.
A all day.
We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're red. You need to, on sheet C, you need to get back and move that.
Yeah,
Well,
follow it
don't really
down.
need to, you could really land on it just right and still
Yeah.
outcount it.
You just throw a ton of weight and just hit everything.
Henrik, is that you?
What?
Well, I mean,
Sorry, I don't know what happened to me there for a minute.
So those genes are strong, as it turns out.
Oh my God. Is there any doubt that that kid is my child?
My favorite shot was, I don't think it was Henrik. I think it was his older brother.
Could be Evan.
It was Evan playing in Cherry Blossom last year. Actually used the bumper to kick off and throw a 5-second, 6-second hog-to-hog rocket.
Jiminy Christmas. I'm really glad that I nor Eric saw that. This piece cracking rocks.
Yeah.
I want to have full, I want to know nothing about it.
Well, the
Yeah.
real problem is it can be dangerous for other people who are trying to stop things. Or
That is correct.
Yeah, because we've had a number of people get injured just trying to catch
Catch the
those
juniors.
fast-moving.
Yeah.
I mean, one guy gets his arm pulled out of his socket. Everybody thinks, oh, we need to slow down.
All right,
Hey,
so
live by the
hammer
quad,
here on
die by the
sheet C.
quad.
So the hammer, a heavy draw, trying to bump that yellow. a
Oh,
little.
that looks really nice. That looks really nice.
Jim,
And it's gliding.
Sort of giving it a nice little
Yeah, I like that
half-hearted clean.
one-handed brooming.
Yeah.
Let it
No,
slow,
slow
let
down,
it
slow down,
slow,
slow
let
down,
it
slow down, slow down,
slow.
slow down, slow down, slow
Oh,
down.
no. So close.
Yeah.
But they did, it's only one yellow.
So steal a one. So is it four? Yeah, steals on all 4 sheets?
Steals on all 4 sheets.
All right.
But
Steely
way to
two.
go, Happy Accident. After that draw, my gosh, they earned that steal.
Yeah, yeah. Tanner was throwing like that at Dykes.
Oh, was he?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I've always hated him.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Don't worry, he told me the feeling's mutual. We had many long conversations deep into the night about
Oh,
Mindy Carlson.
I bet people are talking about me. They got nothing better to do.
Don't go to Rochester if you're a Mindy fan. All I'm saying.
God. Oh. Yeah, nobody's got anything better to talk about.
The only thing worse than being talked or not being talked about.
So
Got that backwards.
back to our feature sheet. Looks
Yep.
like another good draw coming in
Oh,
here.
very
behind the guards.
nice.
Oh,
Yep,
no,
just a
little
little-
Little
draw.
over push.
But I don't mind. I don't hate it.
No, it's got, they
No.
got that yellow on the back of the house, so I don't
Yeah.
mind having something to guard the draw path through it.
And really, they're, it's better to be the fox than the hound in this situation. And Tiosh has got Mike chasing 3 ends in a row now.
Yep.
I like the call. I like this draw in call because
Yeah.
even if he's a little shallow, they push
Yeah.
that red back. All right, here comes Danielle.
Line looks really nice. They're going to want to get on it because it does curl hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that line on B has really been taken off.
It's
See, and there it goes.
there. It is. Yep. This size is
Like-
playing just like Thursday, but I've heard so many theories
Were you on
too.
B
We
on
were
Thursday
on B
night?
on Thursday night. And it's this line curls hard, coming back on this lane comes deep, and then they all hang out on the left side.
Man. Well, I have to play on awesome. I have to play on Sunday in the Saucy Finals for Pizza
Ooh,
League. So
What sheet is that?
well, we're playing late because 2 of my teammates are in Ardsley right now,
Oh,
and they need to come back.
what's going on at Ardsley?
The junior bonspiel for Ardsley is happening right now. So Henrik's curling with his competitive team. and
Very nice.
So
Mark is up there enjoying beer, and he found the Rip Van Winkle statue.
Oh, very nice. I hope he's not enjoying beer from Ardsley because the economy is about to enter a downturn, and I don't know if any of us can afford that.
He may have brought his own.
Ardsley beer is notoriously golf.
Is it?
It's
Is it
golf
really?
club prices in the curling club.
Is that Ardsley or is that the curling club?
That is
that
Ardsley.
TCC?
That is Ardsley.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they're so nice that you almost don't.
They
mind.
are so nice. Well, and I don't know if they would even be serving beer at a junior bonspiel.
Are we the only ones that do that?
No, there's a couple others that do it, but some places don't.
Right. Right. And that's a good practice.
Shh. Don't say that out loud, Jamie.
Oh, sorry. Jamie has served beer to many Potomac parents at junior bonspiels.
That is correct, and we've all needed them. So Tiosh changing her mind, I think, from going from an in-off to just a straight up draw.
Do you ever like coming around the other way?
All the time.
Kind of gives you the potential for a raise.
yeah, they did that last block.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like on this is a defensive maneuver
Yeah.
more so than offensive.
Oh,
It's
oh,
gonna.
oh,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh my god!
and then
that
she
was
delivers that
amazing.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the upside for Red, Mike, and they can follow that down.
Oh my god! I was holding my breath. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it.
How do you hold your breath and talk at the same time?
I contain multitudes, Jamie.
Sorry, that was apparently the spirit of Rob for a second there. I apologize.
Don't make me call you sloppy.
You won't be the first lady, and you won't be the last.
Rob, if you're listening, love you.
Hi, Rob. All right. So just the straight hit and spill.
I know Rob's stuck at home because I'm using his car.
Oh, it's great to have a roommate that drives.
Right. Okay, that's a little out, but
He
I
could
think they
Uber
want the
here if he
angle
really
on
wanted
that.
to get to me.
Yeah. I think he knows how to find
Oh,
you.
I love this.
Really like this rock. This is going to do
so
some fun
so good.
things.
So good. Boom.
Yeah, and opens up that path for him.
Yeah. Love it. That's really good.
And Tiosh just putting the broom right there, put it back.
I mean, I love that shot from Mike for a couple of reasons. Like, one is like he was able to open things up. He was able to knock out a yellow rock. But I also like it because you've just dictated what your opponent's next stone is going to be.
Yep. Yep.
So the opponent in this case being Elvis.
Yeah.
Let's see how he does. Looks pretty good.
And right out of hand, Tiosh asking, where is it?
It's really coming over, though.
Yeah, it really
it's
is curling.
gonna curl more than they wanted.
Yeah.
So
I
That's-
don't think it was heavy enough.
No, it's a little down. So opening the door.
Man, that center is really guarded.
yeah, at this point you can't clear the guards. And I mean, that's the good thing about this is there's no more run backs or clearing guard sort of thing. At this point, Mike's got the draw, nothing else really.
Yeah. In a pinch, I think he might
I
have
like
that
that.
red on the right side the way things are curling, but that's a tough one to make.
I like that line a lot. I'm a
Yeah.
little worried that he's heavy, but if it curls enough, he's going to sit right on that yellow
Yeah,
in the back.
If it bends the way it should. 12-8 is going to be a little up.
Danielle trying to carve it over, but it's just not working.
Yeah, that's almost backline hog.
Tiosh giving in a little scrub out and right,
Right
back there, 12 foot.
Vice and Skip agree with their brooms. Oh, wow. That mic really picks up in front of us. I just heard the sweeping of the broom head.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So note to anybody
Wow.
playing on sheet B: don't talk trash by the window,
Or do.
or do. We're here for the tea.
I mean, the Maury Povich of it all.
If you talk trash, keep it clean trash.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
There, I was broadcasting a webcast many years ago. And that was when we used to mic up the skips. It was the last time we mic'd up the skips.
I think that has been scrubbed from the internet, if I recall, correct?
Probably the person in general, or in particular, let out a very creative string of expletives when the shot did not go according to, or I think it was the other team had a really good shot. And it was-
Exclamation marks, at signs, ampersand
Oh,
signs
yeah.
all together.
all of them, and it was like
Speaking
as
of good
soon as
shots.
it was out of
Oh.
their mouth,
Yeah.
they said, and I'm really sorry about that.
That said, we don't need demonetization, so I think,
No.
yeah,
That was perfect. I love where that shot
that was
is.
beautiful by Tiosh.
But yeah, and I think that was the last time we ever mic'd up a skip.
But we still have the mics if you want to use them.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah? Next time I play you, we'll mic up and
Oh my God.
Just
Can
for the
you
hell of it.
Imagine.
SMBE. SMBE Live, brought to you by Ken Clark.
I am
Do you have
going.
SMBE finals.
We're gonna need that. We're gonna need the bleep button.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I tend
I've
not to swear a lot
implemented
while curling.
I've not implemented the bleep button yet, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, that's the next thing. We got the telestrator now. Might as well have the bleep button.
All right, Dan Eisen with his first rock. Looks like a run back on that yellow, and if they can hold it out, looks like they will. No touch, no touch.
Oh! And Jim, did it touch the back of his heels? I think it did. He's pointing to
He's
it,
pointing. Yeah.
saying, "What do we want to do?" And everybody said, "Just leave it alone." Apparently.
Yeah.
And over on sheet
worry
D,
about it.
it said draw in to save the end and get yellow one. Draw
Very
to the
nice.
button.
Very nice.
Beautiful draw to the button. So one yellow one. Is that? No, that was?
On
Yeah, that was
sheet.
hammer.
That looks
Sheet
like
D.
hammer. Yep.
Yeah,
Andrew with the,
one yellow on sheet D.
fist bump.
And Rock Wranglers are on the board now.
Always feels good to get that first
Yep.
end out of the way. Now you can start playing.
Just get an 8 under and they'll be caught right up.
That's right.
We don't say that word, do we?
Sure we do.
All right. 8 ender. If we say it 3 times, it's like Beetlejuice, right?
Now that we don't say 3 times.
Say what?
Who?
All right. So 2 precision shots coming on B and C. A tap back.
Oh, we're on sheet C. Thrown away. Dan gonna try again.
I think he's got this time.
We're on sheet B. Here comes West Virginia Tech Volunteers.
And they got to sweep that hard. If that
Yeah,
has
yeah,
the
yeah.
weight,
They
we're
gotta
in
scrub
good
it hard,
shape.
hard, 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 hard.
It's there. I really think it's there.
Hard, hard,
Oh,
hard, hard,
slowing
hard,
way
hard.
down.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. All right, and it's going to tap. Now get the tap back.
Just a little nudge.
Yeah, not enough.
Not enough.
Does it set him up for his second shot if they miss the guard on it?
For sure.
Because he can just outside, inside.
Yeah, just do a double.
Yeah.
Do a double run back on that.
Yeah,
for
maybe,
sure.
Maybe they're not aiming straight at the yellow, so it could shoot on past. But it's there. There's enough separation they could do that.
Well, always a good thing when your skip is throwing guards back to back.
Yep.
Oh, sheet A, yellow is going to crash on the guard. And dark side of the sweep sitting 4
And with hammer.
with hammer. Is this going to be hammer?
Yeah, that's hammer
This
on
is-
sheet A.
This will be hammer on sheet A
So
coming down. So they could get a 5-er if
Yeah.
they throw the draw correctly.
And down 4-0. Sinking this layup
They'll
is
at
going
least
to be
get
real
caught up.
nice there.
Yeah.
I think the skip forgot that this was going to be hammer
Now with the
because he was like, let's throw a guard.
Not that we've ever done that.
Oh my gosh, every time. Every game
Wait,
I forget.
We have hammer? Oh, I
Right.
would play that totally different.
Exactly. Well, because I don't throw skip stones when I skip. I
Right.
throw lead rocks.
Ooh.
if I was on sheet A, I'd really want to split in that guard, but I don't think that's possible.
This one a little heavier, but
Oh,
she's
look
gonna.
at that beautiful draw over on sheet B. Click.
Not sure that was the shot called, but
That's the shot they got.
it's always scarier thrown against more than one. So do you draw to mitigate, or do you try to play that little chip on the red, to the red?
Oh, if I'm West Virginia,
Yeah,
I draw to mitigate.
yeah.
Okay, Aho's skip rock here on sheet A.
That looks like it's got some speed.
Yeah, it's plenty of weight. Oh, no, they're sweeping it. Maybe it's slow out there.
Oh, is she trying to chip in that one?
I don't know what she's doing,
Oh, it's slowing down.
but I don't hate it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I feel like it's
It's
going to do what it's supposed
Gonna
to do.
get the job. Oh, it just
Nope.
stopped right up.
Yeah, that's really slow ice, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. 'cause
Right,
she
but
threw-
that's
she
4
threw that with
red.
Plenty of weight. Yeah, 4 red. nothing to
Apologies for
complain
my
about.
screw to sheet A.
I don't think you're going to get your tip this year.
Ah, well.
Let's see.
Let's go back to our BC view,
Yep.
I guess.
Yep. There we go. Oh, I don't like that. Well, yeah, I like that view. Okay.
So, do you have any opinion on this case? Should the house
God.
be should the house be up or should the house be down on those side views?
I don't think it matters so much.
Yeah, it's like I kind of wanted them to match what's in the back of the house. but
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean,
other hand-
I like, yeah. No, I think it's much easier to follow if they're, like, linearly, like where it is.
Problem is then their sweepers are kind of upside down when they're at the hog line.
Oh, this real nice hit on C
Oh,
to double out the yellows and
yellows.
stick
That
around.
was beautiful. Well done.
Well thrown.
Well done. The end is near.
Leaves red with a
Fist
biter.
bumps.
Yeah.
So on sheet B, it looks like they're gonna draw. I wouldn't.
With the way it's breaking, it's
With
not
the way
crazy.
it's breaking, it's not crazy. It could flip over there, and they might only give up 1. Although I kind of want to know why they're not doing the in-off on that red stone in the 12-foot.
Looks like the draw.
No, it's definitely the draw. But I. am
Oh,
sort
would
of
you ever do the
wondering
in-off?
why we wouldn't do the in-off?
Can you hit it that flat? That's almost on the T line there. Call to stay on it.
I think Brian Dauernheim's done it.
Is he allowed to play new threes anymore?
I don't think so. I think maybe if we take his years of experience and take the cube route
All right, well, 3 yellow there on sheet B for
Yep.
another steal.
for another steal. I tell you, the Flingstones have really brought their A games
Oh yeah.
this
Oh yeah.
this Bonspiel.
Yeah, Elvis had set up, sealed off a couple of nice ends, leaving Tiosh to just throw guards,
Yeah, definitely.
which is always nice as a skip, as opposed to, okay, so if I come in here, an angle off of this, and then double the run back
Right.
for the triple. No, just let me throw it.
For the triple.
Yeah.
But or I could do around the world.
I'm calling the Daft Punk. Let's go.
Call it. Oh my God.
All right.
So hammer here on sheet C.
Yep. Liz gonna throw the hammer shots.
Oh.
Throwing skip stones.
And she's got one biting.
She's got one maybe biting.
That's definitely biting. Yeah. If you don't see any white in this view.
No,
it's
I
definitely
see white. So I think
On
it's
biting. It's biting.
Is it on the right side?
Yep.
yeah, I mean I do see some white there though.
Yeah, we'll find out when they have
We'll
the score.
yeah, we'll see what they see.
Yeah. I mean, the cameras look under the rock, so unless you see a lot of white, it's biting.
All right. But they probably have one. And then if they can get this one
looks
in.
like it's sweepable.
Dying.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Nope.
No.
One. Taking a closer look.
And red hanging one.
Yep. Okay, one red on sheet C.
Interesting. And the end is near is on the board.
And we hear Liz criticizing her own shot. You're doing great, Liz. Don't worry.
You know, you got to own those shots.
Oh,
you got to be
100%.
proud of yourself.
100%. I meant to draw it up short.
I meant to do that. I meant to almost dislocate my knee as I came out of the hack.
I'm curling on jeans on purpose.
That's right. And so how was that, Jamie? Little restrictive for you on Thursday?
My stretches
that
didn't
Thursday?
cover the move set. No, that was actually Cap
that-
League finals.
That was Catholic finals.
Yeah.
I was,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. George Shirk was very impressed at my.
Was he?
No.
I don't think he was.
He said nothing, and I was grateful.
It's not a good sign when George doesn't say anything.
No, he's usually got something to say. Yeah, ice is slowing down just a bit. Well, maybe not.
The cookies after the game
14-2.
perked him right up.
Thank you, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I did not bake them. I bought them from
You-
Girl Scouts.
Yeah, Mindy opened Girl Scout cookies at the Broomstack for a Broomstack she wasn't technically even part of.
That's correct. They're made from real Girl Scouts.
Oh dear. Are we allowed to make that joke on this feed?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The Adams family joke.
That's right. It's 4 p.m. on a Saturday. Who's watching?
If
I think
Adam's
we have,
family
like-
made it, it's PG-13. We're
Yep.
Yeah. Oh well, we do have 10 viewers, so we really have to start watching our
picking it
language
up.
now.
Ooh, tidy little raise.
Over on sheet C, yeah.
Over on sheet
Very
A.
nice. Oh, an
Yeah.
A?
Yeah.
A?
Hey now.
Hey.
Eh? There's this house renovation real couple that I've been following, and they're Canadian, and they're so Canadian.
How Canadian are they?
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
Oh no. For Pete's sake.
For Pete's sake. Oh. Eh?
Do they really? Because that's
Oh, it is.
that's an older generational
thick.
thing.
It is a thick, thick accent.
Anything post Gen X tends not to.
And who
They're
are-
definitely Gen Zs.
Oh really?
They're really, really young, and they bought this house with this incredible view. I think it might be in it's somewhere with a water view.
Wait. Gen Z's affording a house?
Yeah.
So it's fiction. Sorry.
Well, it was a tear down, and they're rebuilding it by themselves.
Oh, drama.
Yeah, and they're doing a pretty good job, but there's been some
Yeah.
issues.
No, I might have to. Yeah.
It's fun, and they're really adorable as they're doing it.
I have said, oh, for Pete's sake, a few times redoing
Oh,
my
for Pete's
1968 house.
Has there ever been a renovation where there weren't some
Fun surprises.
They built a wall and then had to take it down because they forgot they had to move something through that space.
Oh,
They're like, yeah, so we're going to undo some of the work that we've done today.
that always feels good.
Yeah.
We spend a full day to break even. Oh,
I
I've
like
curled those
that.
games too.
I like this. Little hack weight shot,
Yeah.
remove that guard.
Yeah. What's the call?
The call is, so hack weight shot, they're going to remove that center red guard.
Yeah.
Peel the guard.
And they could get a very favorable spill here.
They could get a nice bounce and like hit some of the, at least one of the yellows out.
And if this line hangs out, and it has been, they might even get, oh, here it comes.
Sweep. Sweep, 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 sweep. Go,
Really
go,
nice,
go, go,
really
go.
nice, really nice. Oh.
Not exactly what they wanted.
The
But
call of it works.
I like that as a tap back possibility.
Yes, yes. Rocks above the house towards the center have power. Also, the two worst words you can hear from your skip. It's fine. That works.
I can work with that.
Yeah.
Yes, put it over there. That sounds great.
Yeah. And Tiosh just getting in early and making everyone chase. I would think about, oh, this is the fast line. Yeah. Yeah.
Hard line.
Hard line
Yep.
to call.
Yep. Elvis helping with a little snowplow action.
Now legal.
Now legal. Oof.
Oh.
Man, that really just dove over at the end.
Yeah. So an opportunity here for Mike. Hit spill under.
I'm digging Elvis's shoes.
Ooh, those are great.
Blue Adidas.
Nice.
I might take a closer look at them.
Can we zoom in on the shoes? Is
I
that
can't. I don't have that zoom capacity.
all right.
I do have the telestrator though, and I can circle them.
Oh, they got it this time.
There
Very
you
nice,
go.
very nice.
Sweep, Mike, and don't
Yeah,
fall
and
over that rock.
There it goes all the way out. Oh, yep.
Yep, wide open. Tiosh absolutely going to call control weight shot.
Yep. I think if you're Mike, though, opening it up a little bit is
Oh,
not
yeah.
a bad thing.
No, I like that a lot.
Keep play to the outside. Give
Oh,
yourself a
yeah.
draw. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
betcha.
well, we all know that from the crib in Gananakwe. They don't teach it in Chikutami, though.
No, they do things different there.
I think we've lapsed into Wisconsin. Though.
Probably.
Real nice. Real nice.
I like that. I would have liked a little bit more of a roll, but I do like that it's not
Yeah.
dead center line.
It takes away optimal draws, though, right? Like, it's kind of the path you want to come into Barry.
And it's hard.
Oh,
to
I like that. Hit and
Yeah.
roll.
Yep. It's hard to
Bumper.
actually get that
And-
roll behind on that hit, but at bumper weight, you need more than bumper weight to get the yellow out and roll behind.
Yeah. Well, the ice is given as a little more than bumper weight as well. Think about sweeping that.
Well, and the ice has been running fast, so he might be worried about it sticking around.
Yeah.
Or not being able to stick around.
Oh,
There goes,
that-
there goes.
that just bent a little at the end perfectly. Yeah, that was
And it's gonna
exactly
catch on the
bumper.
back.
11-5.
Yep, better the shot rock, so
Love
and behind
it.
guard.
Very
so,
nice.
Yeah.
Look, can you see this?
That was a little optimistic in her tone,
Yeah,
was it
with
not?
that 4 rocks in front of it.
Yeah.
Can you see this? No.
You know, you
I do
never
like that it kept
know.
moving because the red into those two yellows, had it sat on the top of the forefoot, was just a dagger there with any force.
Is Elvis a righty or a lefty? He's
Yes.
a righty.
Probably one of the two.
No, he's a righty.
Is he a righty?
Well, because sometimes I have to ask, if I'm playing with a lefty, I
Yeah.
have to ask them if they see it because they have a different angle and they see
absolutely.
things differently. And I can't take for granted
Sweep.
that
Sweep that. No?
they can't see it.
It feels a little down.
Over on
It's
sheet.
really taken off, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
bump into the yellow.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to rub.
But 13 1/4 spills into the back of the house.
Well, shot
Was
rock,
that
so
13 1/4?
Poorly timed.
Oh, but I mean, I trust your margin of error.
So that's the problem. It's shot rock, but you can't deal with it yet because it's in the back of the house. So it's like
right. You don't want to.
Yeah.
That is so tricky because it's like the instinct is to get rid of
Chase it,
rid of that rock.
So just on the 8-foot, our right side under that yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So over on sheet D, it was another two for red.
Robert let it go almost right away.
Call the curl.
It's too heavy, not going to curl.
That's spicy. Yeah, that's 12. That's hack.
Muy caliente. Tiash doesn't even bother. So yeah, if I'm Tiash, I'm putting. Where would you put the rock on the center line? Like 12?
Yeah,
To 8
just
foot?
high enough that if they direct hit, we're still out counting with that back right one.
And I don't mind a second one even not guarding that back one. You don't need to guard that back one.
No, that's fair.
Where would you put it, Ken?
I mean, you want another one in counting.
Yeah.
So counting the red. Absolutely anywhere out counting the red's a good shot because it makes it hard for red to score more than one.
Right.
What if you tried to draw behind and sit on that red over there on the right-hand side?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter because.
Okay. It looks like Tiash is calling for it to sit top 4 on the center line.
Yeah, so if it's not counting, then you want it to be blocking the draw path to the back yellow.
Yeah, I don't hate top 4.
So neither was two red on sheet D.
Oh, was there? Oh my God!
Very
Thank
nice.
you. I'm just hyper focused on B, Ken.
Yeah, that's, as you should be.
ADHD.
Broadcast a narrative? What an interesting notion.
What? It's ridiculous. People only care about scores.
So Tiash looks like she got her weight down. Will be a good rock. I think that's the
Sweeping hard
guard.
for the push. Now the way this is curling, you don't need to get too heavy on it. Yep. That'll get around. So 15 and a half. No, it's fine.
It's fine. Don't do it.
Yeah, so it's a
Let's
good
see.
place because it's blocking the draw path to that back yellow.
Yeah, it's not a biter, but it can be easily promoted if they need to.
Yeah. I think though that downweight hit, if Mike throws it, just leaves Tiash a draw on top.
Tanner over on sheet C, a bit of a pickle. Just threw at the end is near, just threw a really beautiful little draw, and I think now he's going to try and take it out.
Doubles there if you want. Little tough with that yellow.
He was kind of looking at it a little bit.
You could finesse it.
Yeah, he could.
All right, Mike's shot's off.
That was really pretty.
Oh, nice shot by Noah to get under a guard.
Oh, yeah, over on sheet A.
Rubbing off that. Yeah, sheet A playing a
Nice.
little slowly, unfortunately.
Well, they've had some in their other games. They've had some shots that they've kind of debated back and forth. Right, Elvis holding a draw weight broom for Tiash. Sweeper's jogging to keep up with it. Might be a little on the heavy side.
That looks like it might get a rub. Tiny, tiny little rub.
What's your split on it?
Sorry, I was watching A.
More than a rub.
Yeah. So a straight draw for a deuce.
Yes.
All right, let's see what this split looks like.
I'm going to show all the houses for a minute because I think we're close to skipstones on all
Yeah,
of
sheet A will be
them.
hammer.
Yeah, and this is first Vice stone on sheet D, so I think that's. And then sheet C, this is the first skip stone for red.
Okay, so first rock is sheet B. Will be hammer here.
This one looking a little extra.
Trying to draw for 2.
Sweeper's not trying to sweep this.
It's
Nope.
got plenty.
I got 14 on
Robert
this one.
Cullen, 14.
Yeah, looks good.
That looks good.
That's 2 red.
That'll do it.
All right, keeps him in the game.
I guess
Yeah.
that's all right. Yep.
Very nicely done.
All right. And then
All right.
hammer on A.
That brings us 7-2. Flingstone's still in the lead by 5. And then on sheet A, Carol Don't Burn It's currently sitting 1, and Noah is just about to throw hammer.
Yeah. So he's just trying to come in along the wall side of A. Ooh, this will be a fun one.
Well, he's got a bunch of stones there to promote along that wall
That's
side
true.
if he throws it a little narrow.
Yeah. If it comes back,
Or it can split in off that red biter, too.
Yeah.
So there are
there's
possibilities.
options there.
Just
That
have to-
feels like it's dying real fast, though.
Sweep, sweep.
Nah,
Sweep.
That's not going to make it.
All right, well, one yellow on sheet A then.
Yeah, it's 18
And
seconds. Not
Carol Don't Burn It comes into the lead.
very nice.
So on sheet C, we're just starting the first yellow skip rock, I guess.
No, last yellow skip rock.
No, there's another yellow down there.
Is there? Oh my gosh, he was right in front of it.
Yep.
It was his legs were directly in my line of sight. And over on sheet D, Sara about to throw her second Vice's stone for 3 goats. And no kid.
Guess we might as well go back to a regular view.
3 whiskeys and a milk.
Or dram buoys and a ginger ale.
Yeah.
That's all right.
3 NPRs and a podcast.
Oh, look at that draw.
Wow, that
Nice.
was so good.
Gets
Great.
it around.
Great job from the sweepers. Getting that
Beautiful
rock by the
sweep.
guard.
Yeah. Tanner gets something in. And the call on B for Hack. Down chasing in the back. Are you trying to build the steal here? If you're red?
For sure. Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. You might have different.
I mean, if you're, sure, if I'm red, sure. I'd prefer to give up 2.
Yeah. I mean, with 8 minutes left in the clock, this could be their last end.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Oh,
that's
is
right.
there only 8 minutes?
Oh,
Oof.
well, someone better get out there and
They-
do some ice.
No,
Ooh. Wow, I'm old.
not yet.
Yeah.
Did you just try and stand up and hurt yourself?
Hush. These chairs are very complicated. All right.
Where's Christy's
Bye,
number?
guys.
That makes sense. I have a text to send.
So sheet C, Liz just threw her last red rock.
Here it comes.
Jim and-
Sweepers are on it.
Jim and Dizelle working on that rock.
Come on, Giselle. They're letting it drift. It's just going to be a center guard.
Yeah, I think they wanted to guard that tap back of the yellow, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I think
it's
it
not doing-
overcurled a little for them.
Not doing any good there it
And
is.
Tanner saying, you know, it looks good to me.
Tap back that yellow?
Tapping back that yellow. That actually looks fantastic.
I mean, ideally you would hit it back to bump into the red, but that's a tough shot. Probably just call for the tap. And he's also looking at the draw on or the hit on the outside, which is there too.
I mean, I think the hit is a little trickier than tapping back.
I mean, it's one of those things, you know, unusual, the direct shot you'd prefer than another rock in the way shot, but
yeah.
But on the other hand, it's on the outside, and you have to get past all those other rocks. So yep, Tanner heading down to throw hammer on sheet C.
Yep.
I mean, he could just nail those 2 red rocks that are kind of lined up at the yellow.
You know, I don't know. For a minute there, it looked like he got a look at it from down there and thought, I don't know about this shot. But now he looks committed with with the most non-committal shrug ever of like, okay, we're just going to see. I mean, worst case scenario, like they give up 1 red, which isn't the end of the world. They're going to finish. They're going to have time to play 1 more end. And what is more exciting than like having to go in tied?
Yeah.
With no hammer, or with the hammer.
Get a steal,
yeah.
Steal with without.
I mean, if Happy Accident lets them score 1.
It looks like they are going for the tap back here.
Yeah, they are going for the tap back. But yeah, if they let red score 1, they come down tied with the hammer, which is not a terrible thing.
Oh, no, it comes up short. Okay,
right.
1 red.
1 red. All right, tied. Happy Accident has the hammer. Did I miss any other scores? Over in sheet D, it looks like the 3 goats are sitting 2 for sure.
Yeah, it'll be the last red rock being thrown now, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Harrison's in the hack with his knee brace.
Harrison's kind of hanging along the wall there. Is it going to come back?
Really wide. Here it comes.
Yeah, will it even make it into the
I
house?
don't know if it's going to make it, though. I mean, it
just
could have been really frosty along that edge.
Well, it's blocking the draw path a little bit to the red rock, so it may. I think it's useful.
Yeah, for sure.
So makes the Rock Wranglers looking at the hitting the yellow into red, try to double them out, I guess.
Yep, this is their hammer shot. And they're going to end up with 1 more end as well if they decide to keep playing. 3 goats and the kid currently sitting 11, and with the Rock Wranglers at 1. All right. Here it comes. It's going really fast. This is going to be fun.
The hammer on sheet D you're talking about?
Yeah, the hammer on sheet D.
What's that going to do?
Oh, no, it crashed on the guard. Oh, no.
So it leaves 2 red, probably.
Yeah, it looks like 2 red. And handshakes. Oh, wait, maybe not handshakes. Maybe that was fist bumps amongst teammates.
I guess they're going to throw them back.
Yeah, they decided that they're going to throw them back, which is, I mean, you may as well. You've got, 2.5 minutes left. This is, one of the last bond spiels of the season. Might as well.
Yeah, just have to score 12 points to tie it up. Is that it?
I mean, if we play with JR special rules, it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Over on sheet B, Fling stones currently sitting 3, with the West Virginia Tech Volunteers with their 2 stealth reds over on the edge of the 12 on the left-hand side.
So hitting here on sheet B.
Looks like they're going to try and double it, and no, they peel off 1 and push one of their red stones into more of a biter position on the left-hand side. Tiash wants a center guard back, probably about at the 3.5 foot mark. And over on sheet C, the end is near is sitting 2 currently with Happy Accident, with 1 on the edge of the 8 foot on the right hand side at about 5 o'clock. Over in sheet B, Flingstone sweeping furiously to make sure it doesn't hog, and Elvis's stone hogged. So now West Virginia, I mean, they need to score 5 to tie. Is it mathematically possible? No, it is not mathematically possible. But this could be a really fun double.
Okay, Mike's hit, trying for the double here on sheet B.
Great.
As their draw timer just ran out, so this is the last end for everybody.
Yep, and he hit it just a little bit too thin.
Gets
so he
one
does.
out.
Yep, cleanly, nicely gets 1 out. All right, Tiash gonna put a rock right back on the 8 foot center line. Oh, nice little chip in. What is going on? Liz calling for, over on sheet C, for the end is near, calling for a guard in the 12 foot, as they are currently sitting a cluster of 3 right at the top of the red. Really pretty ideal. When they do what? I should change it to the end as far, if they're far away from me. Let's see. All right, Happy Accidents stone away on sheet C. And it looks like they're going to try and hit their own rock and use that as kind of a lever to push out some of those red stones from the end is near. And they managed to spread it a little bit, but all of the end is near stones still stay in the 4 foot. 1 on the tee line and 1 on the back of the tee.
But definitely helps.
Definitely helps. So Liz is calling for a guard to prevent a run back like that from happening again. And over on sheet C, we have a skip stone. And it looks like it's going to be a control or hack weight takeout. But it's got some curling to do. It's got to move. Yep, they've got it. And a really nice roll. So do you, it's behind the tee line, but it is shot. If you're T-Ash, do you, like, this is your, this is hammer on sheet B. You just draw, right?
Well, yeah, but you're up by a lot, so hitting.
So she's just going to hit it.
Yeah, I would just hit it when you're up by enough points. Just get rid of anything. So it's whatever you feel like throwing.
Well, sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, the game's technically over at this point.
Oh, yeah. But this is, you know, this is for fun.
That's
This
why I
is-
say whatever you feel like throwing.
We're wringing out the last curling that every bit that we can get from this. Over in, here it comes into your screen.
Yeah, it's curling. It'll
Yep,
get
and
enough of
Chris
it.
pushing it over a little bit.
Oh, but it jams.
I don't think it stuck around though. Went out the
No,
back.
Okay. Yeah.
So yellow might be sitting one, red might be sitting one, but it doesn't seem like it matters.
As a shaking hands.
Yep, I'm gonna give, where did my cursor go? There it is. I'm gonna give red a point
All
on
right.
that one because I think legitimately red was.
And call that final.
Yep. And then I'm gonna go to A and C all. So we're still watching C, and now we've got A.
Oh, it looks like, sheet C bumping the yellow in
Oh no!
to what? Is that shot now?
That
I
is
can't tell.
shot.
It is?
I think that's definitely a shot.
You're better viewed it than me.
Yeah, I think they've got it by probably an inch. Not very much.
Well, but there's still, what, 5 rocks left to throw in this game, so.
Well, yeah. Oh, I don't know if I want to mess with that. I think I want to actually throw up a guard. But it looks like he's asking to take it out. What do you think, Ken?
Yeah, I mean, so yellow has hammer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you're in a dangerous position. So it's like, do you take this risky shot and get rid of something? I mean, sometimes it's better to take control of the game. At this point, it's going way too wide.
Yeah.
It might just be
I don't
sweeping
like
it by.
this.
Sweep it by. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
That's the worst thing that could have happened for them. Although the end is near, I'm sure is delighted. And if I'm Liz and Dan, I'm saying let's put up a guard.
Yep, engineer does not have hammer, so yeah, they definitely.
Why are you looking at that? Just throw a guard.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to decide where to put the guard.
Ah.
Are they trying to guard that run back? Are they trying to guard the direct hit?
I want to guard everything.
Yeah.
Give me 2 stones. Let me throw both.
Or one really big stone.
That's
We can do
what
that
I
in the
want.
telestrator.
I mean, really, yeah, throw the guard, and I'm happy anywhere it lands. Like on the foot, on the center line, and, you know, plus or minus 8 inches on either side. Over on sheet A, dark side of the sweep currently sitting 4. And their last stone is coming in. The skips are deciding what they want to do. A lot of discussion happening. All right. First skip stone for the end is near, coming down the ice. Sweepers sweeping away, trying to keep the line. Yeah, I like that a lot. It doesn't guard the tap back,
Yeah, on
but
sheet
it does guard the double.
On sheet A, Aho's rock was
Oh, and then it's
got a little close to the wall, and
oh, did it burn on the wall?
well, no, I think one of the sweepers was trying to avoid the wall and actually kicked the stone.
Oh,
So
that's disappointing, but
it
good
was-
job.
But yep, so
Good
well,
job, dark side of the sweep. That's a final.
well, the last rock was red, so it didn't really matter.
Right.
They didn't need it. So all right, so good comeback from her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they came back from being down by 5 to taking a commanding lead. So
Yeah, they
pretty
did.
big
Good. I mean,
turnaround.
that is excellent calling. All right, so I've switched the main stream over to CD to view the CD shots.
Okay.
So over on C, red is currently sitting at least 2, maybe 3. That yellow and the red are so far apart from each other that I can't tell who shot.
Yeah.
All right, first skip stone on sheet B for yellow is away for happy accident, and it looks like they are going to try that tap up.
More than a tap. It's a
More than a
of
tap, more
double
like a
run back.
bang.
And
Oh!
oh, yes.
Oh, and
They're shot.
and they are now sitting shot, and so we definitely
This has
fist bump
been a
that. That
very
was a
exciting
great
game
shot
on
by
sheet.
Tanner.
This is
And
a
now,
lot of back and forth going on in the middle of
oh
this
yeah,
sheet.
now Dan and Liz are deciding what they want to do. You could hit that really thin and pop it out. I mean, you risk jamming on the back.
Yeah, I mean, you can
if
double.
you don't hit it just right.
You might be able to double out the yellows if you just got.
I think
But
that might
if
be
you
a better way of thinking about it. Is if you just think about I just want to double out the yellows.
Yep.
I think you'll be on the better line than if you focus on I just need to shave out that yellow.
Yeah, it's just hard to tell how that high guard, does it come into play or is it enough out of, I think it's enough out of the way there.
Well, from this line here, it looks like it's enough out of the way. Like I can see all of that yellow.
Yep. All right, so last red rock here on sheet C. So it's got to get rid of that yellow, or at least move it, move it.
He's got to get rid of it.
And be she.
Or she, yeah. I'm looking at Dan down on the other end going, he's got to move it. Nope, Liz, but Liz can do this. Liz has thrown many an inconvenient double for me. All right, handshakes on sheet D. Red scored 2. 3 whiskeys and a milk final. And now we are just on sheet C.